Hello and welcome to Matt's Casual Cooking. Today we are going to be making honey bun cake, a very tasty and delicious cake that you're going to enjoy, especially with fall coming around. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put it together, and let's get to it. Alright folks, so before we go over the ingredients, it's pretty awesome. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell. It's a tasty way to get great videos into your feed every week. Now we are going to break this down between three separate items for the cake. Now for the cake itself, you're going to need one box of yellow cake mix, and I've got a 15 1/4 ounce box right here. If you get a little bit less or a little bit more, it's not a big deal. You're going to need 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. You're going to need 8 ounces of sour cream, or if you don't want to use sour cream, I'm using Greek yogurt today, and you'll just want like a 1-to-1 ratio on that, so just 8 ounces of that, or you can use like buttermilk if you like also. You're also going to need 4 eggs. Now for the filling, we're going to need 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. Now that is optional if you want to use that. You don't have to use walnuts. Now for the icing, you're going to need 2 cups of powdered or confectioner's sugar. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You need 4 tablespoons of milk. So we're going to go over the cake first, and I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so you can see for the cake mix, you can see I've got everything in here, and all we're going to do is you want to take a whisk, or a wooden spoon is fine. I like using a whisk. Is we're just going to whisk it together until it's well combined. Now one thing you want to be on the lookout for is large chunks of this, of the batter. We just want to make sure it's smooth enough where we don't have the large chunks. Now once that's done, you want to go ahead and take your filling items and you just want to combine them together. It doesn't have to be super thorough or anything, just combine it until it's well together. Now if you have any big chunks of, say, your brown sugar, just kind of break them down a little bit, and you want to get out a 9x13 pan, and we're going to have that ungreased. So I will see you when it's done. Alright folks, so I got out my 9x13 baking dish. And what I've done already is I've poured about half of the batter in here. Now you will want to take a spatula, just want to make a nice bottom. Just try to spread it out as evenly as possible. Just make sure you got enough to cover the bottom. If you need to add a little bit more, we don't want to add the whole thing. Okay, I actually think that's pretty good there. So what you want to do now, take your filling. And when I'm doing this, adding the filling, I kind of like to just shake it back and forth so I can try to distribute it as evenly as humanly possible. Just kind of keep doing that. Okay, so that's done. So go ahead and then take the rest of your batter, and we're going to add it to the top. So go ahead and add the rest of this, and you might have to spread it out just a little bit. fit the top, and then we'll go over the next step. So I will see you in a minute. Alright folks, so if you don't feel like you have enough batter up top, as long as it's pretty much all covered, you're going to be fine. So what you want to do now is take a butter knife. You kind of just want to even just kind of swirl it around into it. So it's going to kind of break everything up. Part of the reason we're doing this is it's going to make some nice features on here, and it's going to kind of distribute it a little bit throughout. Just kind of, there we go. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to turn your oven to 325, and we're going to cook this for just 40 minutes. And then while we're doing that, we're going to go over the icing. So I will see you in a minute. All right, folks, so the cake is done at this point. And what I've done is I've put the sugar, the milk, and the vanilla all in here. And you just want to mix it together. Now you can use a whisk if you want. I'm just going to use a spatula for this, and you just want to mix it until it is well combined. That's really all we're looking for. So once that's done, we'll go over the rest of it with the cake. So I will see you when you're done. Alright folks, so you can see the cake is done. We got our frosting done. So what we want to do is want to go ahead and pour over it. Let's try to get it as even as humanly possible initially for this. And you want to do this also while the cake is hot, so it'll spread over and kind of melt into it. That's really what we're looking for. We're kind of looking for the frosting to get into the cake as well. Alright. Probably, I kind of like to scrape the bottom of the barrel on this stuff to really get as much as I can. I don't like wasting this stuff. So then we're just going to kind of spread out just a little bit, just kind of get the whole thing nice and covered. And just try to get in all to the sections. Okay, wipe that off. Now, optionally, I forgot to mention at the beginning, but you can certainly do this if you want. Just take a little bit of honey and just kind of spread a little bit on the frosting. If you want to, you certainly don't have to, but it's going to taste really good. So if you did enjoy making this recipe today, like, subscribe, share. Please hit the notification bell. Leave a comment below. I want to thank you for watching, and thank you for coming with me to the end. And there is a video on the upper left that will also be to your liking. So again, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you next week on our fun food journey. So see you then.